What is up, YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being part of the family. I really appreciate it, and shout out to everybody who's made a purchase with the discount code Cali at TechniSport. That being said, if you haven't and you guys need a new gaming chair or a new desk for your setup, go to TechniSportUSA.com and use Cali to get 10% off your whole purchase. And I know I don't have a TechniSport chair yet, but trust me, it is on its way. And it's going to be amazing. Now, let's get into the video. What is going on, YouTube? This is your boy Cali, and we're back with another video. But before we get started, I just want to say thank you to everyone who has subscribed. You guys got me to 40 subscribers, and it feels amazing. I know it seems like a small number, but it's just growing, and it's going to get bigger, and you guys are going to grow along with me. But now let's move on to this video. But once again, thank you so much. Okay, so this video is for... what's his name? I lost it. Billiam. I think I'm saying it right. Billiam Niswanger. I probably butchered their name, but anyways, he was asking, or he left a comment in the $800 gaming PC saying that he wanted to build a PC, and he had a little bit more wiggle room. He had like about $1,000, and he wanted to know. Or actually, there were a couple comments on what would I have done to improve this build, the $800 one. So let's get into it. So this is the previous build. So as you can see, we had a Ryzen 5 2600, the ASRock B450 motherboard, and then the Crucial Seagate and MSI Radeon RX 580. I was asked if I would have kept the RX or if I would have gone with a different card. I actually would have gone with the GTX 1060 6GB card. The only reason why we went with the Radeon RX 580 is because the customer wanted that card. Now, as you guys know, there's new cards that just came out. There's the GTX 1660 Ti, and then there's a RX 590, which I think the RX 590 has been out for about a month now. Let me double check. Google. When did this thing come out? It doesn't say. What the hell? Oh, so I'm the dumbass. It's been out for a while. Anyways, the GTX 1660 Ti is the one that recently launched, which is supposed to be a downgrade of the 2060 without the ray tracing. Okay, so there's a couple things that I would have changed. Let's just minimize this, and this is the build that I would have put together. I still would have gone with a Ryzen 5, but this time it would have been a 2600X. So we added a CPU cooler this time. We went with the Be Quiet Dark Rock 4. And we also added the B450 Tomahawk by MSI. We kept the same RAM. This one is clocked at 2400. For storage, this time we went with the Western Digital Blue 250GB M.2 and a Seagate Barracuda 2TB 7200 RPM hard drive. And as you can see, we have an Asus GTX 1660 Ti 6GB. And we also changed the case. We went with the Thermaltake Core G21, and let me show you exactly why I chose this. So if you can take a look, it's similar to the one that we chose for the previous build, but I like the fact that this is mesh. And then for the case, we actually went with a Thermaltake Core G21 this time, for the reason being the fact that it has the power supply shroud. So if you still kept the Corsair from the previous build, you can tuck in those cables in there without having any issues. But this time we upgraded to the Corsair CX550 semi-modular, or actually CX550M, which is semi-modular power supply, which will definitely help out with cabling. And let's see, what else did we change? I think that was it. So the bottom price comes down to $997.32. But can you upgrade this even more, you say? Hell yeah, you can. So we can actually drop this Ryzen 5 2600X and go with the Ryzen 7 2700X. And if we add that bad boy in there, you're just a little bit over, almost at $1,100, you know, after rebates and all of that. But that's still a really good build. And because we have that CPU heatsink in there, you will actually be able to overclock this better than with the stock cooler that comes with it. So then the reason why we stuck with AMD is because if you go with the AMD Ryzen 7 2700X, you get an 8-core processor, and it's still a great value. For $1,100, you're getting a great machine. And then his friend, what was his friend's name? Where is it? Oh, it's just under Kid. He said I didn't choose the best CPU, and actually I agreed with him 100%. The CPU that we used for that build probably wasn't the best, but that's what the customer wants. And sometimes when the customer requests certain things, even if we, give our professional opinion on what he should get and what he is going to get more out of, the customer wants what he wants, and that's what we have to do at the end of the day. But this is what I think would have been a much better build, closer to $1,000. Even if he wanted to, not be $1,100, we can remove the 2700X and put the 2600X back in there, and he's well within budget. Of course, he needed a monitor, so we couldn't do that, but I think this would have been a great build. So let me know what you guys think about this build. What would you guys change? What parts would you swap out? Should we go with the GTX 1660 Ti or change it with a different card? I mean, it's $329. You can get other cards around there, like the RX 590. But if you see here, I have the user benchmark scores. So the GTX 1660 Ti actually scores a little bit higher than the RX 590. That being said, though, I don't have either of those cards, so I can't really put them to the test. But if you guys stick around, I might put a GTX 1660 Ti on the sleeper Asus build that we got coming on. Wow. Excuse me. Wow, my voice got a little bit deep there. Anyways, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. This was the updated version of the $800 gaming PC, which is actually now $1,000 gaming PC. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Deuce. Why do I say deuce? Sound like a douche.